And good. Tuesday, 9 o'clock, 9:07 basically. It is the Chip Matthews Show. She is Dawn McKenzie, cramming up my style by jumping on the screen trying to learn how to run the board. So you pull that one down, you pull these up,
Yep.
and then you take my show notes here and you talk about the show.
Yep. Okay.
Do we have any show notes?
Yes, we got some show notes.
No, I don't.
You don't have. You never prepare.
That's right. I just go on the air and tell everybody how wonderful I am and what's going on. No, just kidding. We're going to, of course, at 10 o'clock this morning is Bob. Chip, you got any? I'll have to look at this. Bob Crushell's memorial services is this morning at 10 o'clock. So we're going to miss that, but we want to say hello to everybody that is going today and remind everybody that you can't do that over here. And so we got to tell everybody that they need to go and check that out. But I'm also going to remind everybody right now, get out to a local restaurant for the holidays and go see some people, because Bob Crushell, it's going to be a big gathering of some of the best people that have been in the restaurant business and a lot of his great customers that came in. And dining local is important, but it's like I was talking about in the earlier program. It's real interesting to know that the people that own restaurants locally become the people that you believe in. It's that you think more politics about them than you do the politicians. At least you walk into their business and eat, where you won't go in and vote.
That's
Does that
true.
make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
It's weird having. Okay, but anyway.
I know.
So it is what it is. Where's the small hand washing sink? Thanks, Tim. It is outside. No, it's upstairs in the billiard room. So what the heck? Anyway, as we go through the day today and think about things, and then of course, coming your way New Year's Day is Ole Miss playing in a bowl game, which this morning we determined that Ole Miss will win their national championship only because sports betting has become prevalent in college football and in pro football. And since the state of Mississippi lobbyists really need to pass this sports bill in order to fund their PERS, they're going to probably all be going to the games, which would probably mean that they're going to go, the lobbyists are going, let's show you how much we control football, and we're going to pay for everybody to go, all the legislators to go. We're going to put you up in big rooms and all that, and we're going to pay you. And then we're also going to pay the football players to make sure that you win the games. Now people say, Chip, that's insane that you would say such a thing. Did y'all watch the Atlanta Falcons game last night? That's in pro football. College football is becoming like pro football. And they had beat the tar out of LA. And then all of a sudden, looked like LA was going to make it all the way back, and then there was some kind of shenanigans on the last play of the game, and they lost by 3.
Isn't that something?
I didn't go back and check the line, but things
that make you go,
Good morning, Andy Devine. How are you doing today?
Yeah. So after Ole Miss wins this ball game,
National championship.
Yeah. What happens after that?
There will be a parade at
But I mean, is it over?
No, it's not a championship game this week. This is the second round of the college football playoffs, and it will be in the Superdome this week.
Okay, and if they
normally known as the Sugar Bowl,
right? And if they win,
they win, then they get the opportunity to move forward, and they would play either. It'll be either. I forgot who we play next. Would it be Ohio State or you get?
So what title is the next title? I guess is what I'm asking.
There's no title.
So what they play for?
They're playing for the national.
For money.
Oh, money?
Yeah.
All the players are getting paid. I don't know if they get bonus paychecks in the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to know.
I thought so too.
You know, Funny how evil actions become acceptable when the state gets a cut in the money.
money.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like a sin tax. Nothing like a sin tax. We can get a sin tax and open up casinos, and we will never, ever, ever have to find any money for schools or roads. Oh, hold on. We don't have
Well,
enough.
that
So we bring in the lottery. So we bring in the lottery. That'll pay for everything we need. That'll pay for schools. That'll pay for roads and bridges.
Yeah.
It's not enough money. And we redirect the money. So we're going to raise the gas tax to pay for the roads
Yeah.
because we're cutting all the taxes, sales tax and the state tax. We're getting rid of all of that.
And that all came about
Over-
back in 1993, didn't it?
Yeah. But I
I
mean,
mean, it all started with the casinos.
yeah, but they still haven't cut the taxes.
I know.
Yeah. They said they did. They got
raising
rid of
them,
the taxes, but everything just went up.
and they don't spend the money where they're supposed to be.
And I mean, on my receipt, when I go to buy something, it says, this is what you bought plus tax.
yeah.
And now, of course, if we were in the free tax state of Florida or the free tax state of Tennessee or the free tax state of Texas,
Uh-huh.
that's really no tax. None.
Yeah.
Zero. You sell me something for $5
Yeah.
and it costs $5.
Right.
Not $5.25, or if you're in the area of
Ridgeland.
Ridgeland, you get that extra 1% tax to pennies for the park,
Yeah.
pennies for the park,
Mhm.
to redo Freedom Park, which of course we have brought new freedom to the Ridgeland area where they're raising money and taxes to give us something to do. We have gone out there where they got rid of the dock years ago
Yeah. Almost
to build
30
to build this thing called Harbor Walk,
that never happened.
which was going to be all these restaurants and places to go and hang out and enjoy the reservoir.
But you and I did it, Chip,
Yeah, we opened up
along with Tim and
with
Jenny.
Tim and Jenny. We
Mhm.
went out there and we took a building that everybody said it's snake bit. And even when you're sitting in the parking lot taking pictures of it, some people say, "I didn't know you were in there," although it has a big sign that says Acme on it. But anyway, so we're out there doing our thing. And so now we have a concept for y'all that has 4 places on what we call Beethoven's Boardwalk, because we weren't going to steal their name, Harbor Walk.
Mm-mm.
That's
We're original.
yeah, Beethoven's Boardwalk. And you have an Acme Pizza, and you have the
Fork and Flame Steakhouse.
Fork and Flame Steakhouse, which is taking reservations for New Year's Eve, and that'll be their debut night.
Mm-hmm.
But it really isn't their debut night. Fred Cerami ordered a steak last night in the restaurant.
Did he?
It was.
I miss Fred.
He goes, it was good.
Yeah.
It was real good.
Good.
He said it was too big. Said no man
Says
ever.
no man ever or woman.
Steak's too big. What do you mean, Fred? But anyway,
Oh.
so we got all that going on, and you have all this stuff, so you need to come check it out. But as we go through time, and then of course I had a legislator walk in yesterday. I said, "Look, when you get these lobbyists into town, just where I can keep up with what y'all are doing, you need to tell them to come on out here to Reservoir, where we can keep up with who's talking to who's talking to what, and then of course you're spending money
Yeah.
with the state at a locally owned restaurant."
Right.
Okay.
Not a chain or a
Not a
big
chain.
box.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about the restaurant. We're here to talk about the corruption of the politician and the what goes on. It's like, for instance, Jamie Creel, who's been in, he's out the week. He'll be back next week. And you look at these situations that occur in the political world where they forget why they're up there.
I know. It becomes all about them.
And then all of a sudden, for instance, Jamie and I have been talking about the education freedom and the school choice. And we had done a good job of beating that to death to where you understand that those are the names. You like to hear the name school choice. You like to hear the name education freedom. But that's not what they're selling. That's not what they're selling. They're selling more school corruption and not fixing the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jason White and his constituents in his community told him with a vote of confidence that they do not wish to support what they want to support in school choice and education freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
that was his own community of Kosciuszko that.
But it also has happened in Rankin County. It's now happened in Madison County and all of that. And what it is the lobbyists, the school people lobbyists, seems to me that what they're looking to do is privatize all education so that because politicians want to get their hands on the money and lobbyists want to get their hands on the biggest pile of money.
That's right.
And control that pile of money from the state.
Yeah.
So where we did a lottery and we did sports betting and all that was going to save everything and make taxpayers put money back in their pockets, all that disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
The money, there's always somebody else getting their money. Good morning, Craig Parr.
Yeah.
And then when you look at this education bill, that's the biggest pot of money in the state of Mississippi that not all politicians have learned how to dip their fingers into it.
They might take some lessons from the Somalians in Minnesota.
There you go. There you go.
So I think some of our friends on TikTok down in like the Laurel area, there's a guy named Bubba on TikTok. Bubba.
Okay.
And he was talking about the superintendents and all them, the corruption, that they have superintendents over PE and how fraudulent, how massive the fraudulent activities are down there. And then someone in Natchez picked up on it as well and started calling out the misdoings with their school.
Well, I mean, you look at a football stadium. When you can fill up a football stadium, even in high school, and get concessions, there's a lot of money flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches get paid a lot of money for a reason. Teams have to win.
Yep.
Okay. And if they win, a lot of money comes in. Up there in Oxford for that game last week, which was one of the biggest games ever played on campus, a lot of money came in.
Mm-hmm.
You're selling tickets to the game. Tickets to the game are one thing. So if some of you people have graduated from college, y'all can do the math because they're taking advantage of the people that vote, which isn't many of you. Not many of you people vote, or we wouldn't only have 20% of the state voting. If you get somebody, you can do the math. Okay, so you got 65,000 seats in a stadium, let's say, and it's $500 or $600 a ticket, and each person's going to spend $75 to $100 at each at the game.
That's a lot of moolah.
That's a lot of money. So y'all think about all that as you go through the day and say, well, that's where the schools are making the money. Who's getting that money? Where's it going? Does that go to pay for the coaches? It doesn't go to pay for the coaches because the state has a price that you only can pay the coach, and the rest of it comes from alumni.
Mm-hmm.
So where's that extra money going as we fund a program to put more money into the system to win football games, which we're all for it. Trust me, I am a rebel. But the reality is this. Where's the extra money when they started selling beer at the games, this, that, and the other? Where does that money go administratively? It wasn't going to the players because the NIL deal is the NIL deal, and you had to get out and raise money for your NIL. Mm-hmm. Then the overage of the college football program for the head coach, the state pays X amount. That's as high as you can pay. And then the overage comes from donations and big donors, which is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is all of these people are now generating more money in the education field, whether it be a high school or a college or basically high school pro or college pro team. Uh-huh. All this money's coming in. Where's it going? And Andy Devine says it's going for bail for the players.
That's true. Well, I heard one of y'all's players got in trouble.
Well, he was driving 110 miles an hour. And many of you have been on your way to New Orleans, and you get on that Lake Pontchartrain Bridge, and you go, and
they got cameras on.
Well, what happens is some people get on those long bridges going into New Orleans, and some people get frightened of being over the water, and they accidentally hit the gas pedal and go a little faster. Yeah, that's all that was. There was nothing more than that.
Need to ride the train to New Orleans.
Well, train won't go faster.
No.
Okay. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie.
On to New Orleans.
Well, train won't go faster.
No.
Okay. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie on WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us at our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
The best investment on earth is earth. This is real estate agent Shane Saxton. As I like to say, the government can print more money, but they can't print more land. In the past 2 years, I've sold over $100 million in real estate. Call me today to get your land and home sold, because Saxton Sales isn't just a slogan. It's backed up by hundreds of satisfied clients just like you.
Find one of Mississippi's top real estate agents, Shane Saxton, on Facebook, or call Shane at 601-540-5040. Upper Property, 601-724-1435.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
Looking for the ultimate reset for your body and skin? At Core Wellness and Recovery, you'll find next level services like cryotherapy, red light therapy, infrared sauna, body sculpting, and advanced facials. Whether you want to boost performance, recover faster, or just feel your best, Core Wellness and Recovery delivers real results with zero downtime. From muscle relief to radiant skin, this is self-care redefined. Come experience the future of wellness, Core Wellness and Recovery, just off Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Book now at corewellnessandrecovery.com.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Looking to elevate your ride? Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck have you covered. From rugged bumpers to sleek step bars, Weston's top-notch accessories will transform your truck into a head-turner. And at Rick's Pro Truck, we specialize in custom installations that bring your vision to life. Visit us today for expert advice and unbeatable deals. Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck, where your truck's potential comes alive. Weston and RPT. Trucks live here.
When you want your pine trees to grow a little happier and a lot healthier, call on Holcomb Aerial Service. When your crops need dusting, think Holcomb Aerial Service. From the farm to your own pine forest, Holcomb Aerial Service will stimulate growth, eradicate pests, and preserve the value of your crops. Call Holcomb Aerial Service at 601-668-6200. That's 601-668-6200.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show.
And I am Chip Matthews. She is, of course, Dawn McKenzie, and this is the Chip Matthews Show. We can just stay there.
Okay.
It does the same.
Okay.
They've changed that.
Okay.
But anyway,
See,
here
I
we
taught you something.
No, that didn't used to do that. I promise you. It probably won't do that tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I'll ask questions later.
Okay.
But anyway, we're back here on the Chip Matthews Show. I'm Chip Matthews. She, of course, is Dawn McKenzie, and she's trying to learn how to press all the buttons
And slide the slides.
and slide the slides
Yeah.
on the board.
Mhm.
But
So I can
Keep
sit
your
in a
hand-
big chair
keep
one
your-
day.
keep your hands above the table, please.
Oh, shut up, Chip.
Okay. We're here. We're talking about what's going on in the world. Remember, It is the holiday season, so be careful as you're driving out there. No drinking and driving.
Yep.
Designated drivers.
Yep.
It's the holiday thing.
Yep.
They will kick off the patrol thing, I guess, probably what?
Do they ever
what's today?
stop? Since
today
it started
Christmas.
before Christmas and it doesn't end till after
Well,
New
no,
Year's.
it crits and then it starts back. So it's Christmas Eve. I mean, New Year's Eve.
Right.
So it'll kick off probably today at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Will be the beginning of the season. And you'll have to be careful. There'll be lots of people on the road, lots of people just driving down to New Orleans. If you don't even get a ticket into the stadium, they're already going to be there for Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
And you might as well go to the game.
That's right.
And the game is 7 p.m. They move that game. Game's usually at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for Sugar Bowl, but it's at 7 o'clock because it's a championship game.
Yeah.
So it's at 7 o'clock at night on New Year's Day, which means you got all day to think about it. And then people are going to get in their car and ride down and say, I'm going to be there when they win. And I'm going to be on Bourbon Street and with a bunch of rebels.
You know, it's sad that that the second line, Jane Foster's second line parade.
That's the Zebra Tent folks.
Yes, isn't going to be able to do what they wanted to do because we've lost some freedoms along the way with all these attacks and everything that's happened with people in cars and everything. And, you know, you don't really think that you've lost any freedoms, but you really have, because that's a freedom that they should have the ability to do, the right to do, but they don't feel like that they can keep them safe. So they've made them cancel it.
I mean, and in New Orleans, you have to remember the second line parades, the funeral marches, the things that occur that are part of tradition of New Orleans. You know, that's the big thing, parading through the streets and celebrating life with the horn sections and all that behind you. And all of that's been destroyed.
Yep. Because DEI hires.
DEI hires.
Yes.
New governors. And then, of course, you had the people that came down Bourbon Street in cars last year. And the mass, you know, they
but
said,
that was because they had a DEI chief of police in New Orleans. She didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, she didn't know. I mean,
they had all the
barricade,
the barricades and everything they needed to protect people, but because of this DEI, she didn't know what she was doing. She didn't know how to protect, and now we've lost a freedom of doing traditional stuff in New Orleans because of incompetence.
Well, I mean, and I mean, there's so many people that they go, well, it's your fault that the barricades aren't done. No, it's your fault that the barricades aren't done. It's your fault that the garbage trucks aren't running. I mean, everybody says, it's like, for instance, there are 7 lights out at the reservoir.
Yeah, nobody wants to hold claim to some light bulbs
on alleged state property. Okay, and it's the drive-in, and you come under there at Madison to Ridgeland to Madison on Rice Road, and there are lights out.
Yeah,
that need to be fixed, and you have intersections there that are dangerous because you need the light.
That's
to where
right.
one you don't see the turn, and you see it at the last minute you go to turn. And we contacted the city of Ridgeland.
Mm-hmm. So let's tell everybody exactly where it is. It's on the corner of Rice Road and Madison Landing Circle. And that is Pearl River Valley Water Supply District property.
And that's their office there.
And that's their office right there on the corner.
And we went in and said, look, somebody needs to flip the breaker.
There's 6 lights on that walk.
That are out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're out in their parking lot.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, that's all energy.
And even their main board out by their signage out by the road, out by Rice Road, isn't lit up.
It didn't lit up.
So we contacted the city of Ridgeland Maintenance.
Well,
and they
first
said,
we contacted
Pearl River.
Mm-hmm. Pearl River told us in person that they have nothing to do with the lights. Energy has to do with all those lights.
Right.
Okay. So we said, okay, we'll call in Energy.
Mm-hmm. So then we called Ridgeland.
And the city of Ridgeland said they weren't their lights.
That they belonged to Energy.
So we call Energy and we go out and we take the time and go with our expense and all of that and go and put a strip on there to where they know what lights are out, because in the daytime you can't tell what lights need to be repaired. So we put a blue ribbon on them, then we put a red ribbon on them.
Yeah.
Pink
now
ribbon.
they have a pink ribbon.
And nobody claims the lights, although everybody out on Pearl River Valley Water Authority property is paying a property tax.
Yep.
They're paying a property lease.
Yep.
And that park there belongs to the state.
And nobody wants to claim
And nobody
light
wants to
bulbs.
claim fixing 6 light bulbs, which I still think inside that building there where Pearl River Valley Authority is there.
There's
they
a
have-
light switch.
There's a light switch, and all they got to do is cut it on.
Yeah. Some of those lights light the trail at nighttime, the walking trail.
And it just needs to be safer for everybody. And then the
So
other,
that's the $1 million question: is who controls the lights on
and
that
then
little
the
strip?
other night we were sitting in that area, and you had 70, 80 cars pull up in the parking lot to hang out, and it was not safe.
Yep.
And they just pulled up, and they're racing their motors and all that. Then when they left, Ridgeland PD did follow them on down the road, and probably issued a few tickets, but they came out of there. They did get them moved
Mm-hmm.
once contacted.
But it wasn't the
Get off my lawn!
It wasn't the reservoir police that did that.
No.
It was Ridgeland.
Ridgeland did it, and we thank them. We thank
Absolutely.
them. But somebody needs to fix the lights, and because when you have lights in an area, maybe the bugs don't gather. Because when you cut the lights on in a room,
They all
they
leave.
all disappear, and you just need some lights. Okay, we'll be back with more here on the Chip Matthews Show on WY. They all disappear. Okay, and so you hit this, and you hit this. WYAB.
Okay. 1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Hi, this is Casey Seymour from Hometown Hardware in Flora. Hunting season is here, and Hometown Hardware in Flora is your local hunting headquarters. Whether you're setting up a new spot or restocking for the season, we've got you covered. We have ground blinds, shooting houses, feeders, food plot mixes, attractants, and much more. We have everything you need for a successful season and the hometown service you can always trust at Hometown Hardware, located at 1085 Highway 49 in Flora, Mississippi.
Looking for the sweetest spot in Mississippi? Well, bring the whole family to Mississippi Candy Company. From gummies and nostalgic candies to rich chocolate and creamy Hershey's ice cream, there's a treat for everyone at Mississippi Candy Company. Enjoy freshly made, flavor-packed popcorn, even tasty lunch specials featuring their signature smash burger. Folks, they're to die for. Grandparents, bring your grandkids in today to Mississippi Candy Company, where every visit is a delight. Located 102 D's Drive, Gluckstadt, and also find them on Facebook.
CBS News Brief. If you live in the upper Northeast, brace yourself. That Arctic front that hit the upper Midwest is now bringing heavy snow and powerful winds from Minnesota to upward New York State. CBS's Ian Lee is in Syracuse.
People, for the most part, are hunkering down as the snow continues to pile up. Right now, it's about at my knee. It was mid-shin earlier this morning. We're expecting a lot more.
The U.S. has struck a dock inside Venezuela believed to be used to load drugs. President Trump declined to confirm reports that the CIA was involved.
Well, I don't want to say that. I know exactly who it was, but I don't want to say who it was.
Some U.S. aid groups will be blocked from operating in Gaza starting in 2026. CBS's Linda Gradstein is in Israel.
The situation is still pretty desperate. The rebuilding of Gaza hasn't begun, so it will just make things even harder than it already is.
CBS News Brief. I'm Linda Kenyon.
The Tri-County Academy Rebel success in the classroom and on the athletic stage begins with the Tri-County Academy Booster Club. Join the team and be a Rebel by getting involved and volunteering as a booster. Your involvement is the generator for fundraisers, facility upgrades, equipment, uniforms, and all other needs. Tri-County Athletics thrives in part because of our TCA boosters. Join today by calling the TCA main office at 601-879-8517 and help the Rebels continue the championship tradition.
Hey, this is Ben Ingram from the Braves Radio Network. We're in commercial right now, so I want to let my sister take over and tell you about Hometown Property Group.
Thanks, Ben. This is Mary Claire Putman with Hometown Property Group. Whether you're buying or selling, we are committed to guiding you through your real estate transaction with integrity, exceptional service, and remarkable results. Madison County has been my home for 40 years. I'd love to help make it yours too.
That's Hometown Property Group. Give them a call at 601-853-6080.
We would like to invite you to visit our retirement community, which is not only beautiful, but affordable as well. I'm Rhonda Brown, director at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Our team members are passionate about making our residents' life easier and more enjoyable. We have fun-filled educational and entertaining activities, plus daily exercise that will help with your stamina and balance. Call us at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Ridgeland, 601-856-6131.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show here on WYAB, along with Dawn McKenzie.
Would you stop with your
you've taken up too
Ghostbusters
much room over
uniform
here.
on over there?
Jeez.
Y'all, he looks like he's out to get some ghosts today in his Ghostbusters jumpsuit.
But anyway, we're here on the program doing the thing we do when we do the radio show. Remember Bob Kershell today? While you going on the way to the funeral, it's at 10 o'clock. So y'all have a safe trip there and celebrate the life of Bob Kershell and Kershell's Restaurant. Of course, they will be open New Year's Eve through the month of January, and then I do not know the history of what we're going on, but as we find out, we'll let you know, because that's a local restaurant, a locally owned thing. That's where you need to be thinking about going to hang out. Always buy local, always hang out local, go to the local hardware stores, this, that, and the other, wherever you go.
That reminds me, I got to get to the hardware store.
What do you need? Okay, see, there you go. Need to take the hardware store.
Well, I have to watch what I say with you because you turn it all upside down.
But anyway, so we got a sponsor there. Grab that under that. There you go. And this is Pierce Professional Agency is the sponsor of the Chip Matthews Show.
And he is a insurance agent for long-term care. So he helps protect your assets when you get ready to go into a retirement home,
right?
Or help build your assets along the way.
Long-term care insurance
and
coverage.
Yeah, and his website is madisonplans.com.
And you got to think about the long-term care part of all aspects of life, because nowadays, depending it seems like they work you to get all your money.
They work you till you can't work no more.
And then they say, if you don't work with us, we're going to take your house. We're going to take your car.
That's right.
When you go into long-term care, they take it all. That's right. I mean, that's it.
You pay in all your life, and then they want all you got.
And there's Casey Shiles checking in. Good morning, and good to meet you yesterday. Good to meet you yesterday. I need to come by and get some glasses.
Glasses. I met somebody selling glasses.
No, they're not selling glasses. But anyway.
Okay.
But anyway, we're having fun today on the program, talking about what we talk about and doing what we do. And what was this?
At Rattler Ferry Trading Post New Year's Eve, they're having Good Hope to play out there.
Good Hope is a band.
Yeah, and Rattler Ferry is never, ever, ever, ever open on a Wednesday night.
Okay,
but it's New Year's Eve, so Rattler Ferry Trading Post is going to be open, and we have the band Good Hope.
Okay, There you go.
So we invite everyone to come and create your memories with us.
Okay, all senators have been appointed since 1988. What is that? I'm looking at your
Well,
notes,
I
trying to figure
know.
out what your show
I
notes
was
are.
just looking at my show prep.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck is that?
Well, no, I was just reading, and it seems like that all of our senators have been appointed instead of elected since 1988.
And those would be your state senators.
States, that's
the
correct.
the U.S. senators.
Yes.
And then everybody's been mad at Cindy Hyde-Smith lately because what did she vote for? What did she vote for? It's more like what she didn't vote for.
Yeah.
She was all about making sure that politicians can still play the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And that's just wrong. That's so insider trading.
and I mean, everybody else is making money, and it's a controversy. And you would think that once again, when we send somebody to Washington or send somebody to the state capitol, they would go with the purpose of representing the people that they represent.
Yeah, but they don't do that.
Now, I'm all for her going up there and making Mississippi a better place
Mhm.
and making more money
Mhm.
for the state. And so if you have this insider trading, and if you were to take a little bit of pile of our money and make some money, then you should share it with everybody in the entire state.
Absolutely.
Then you could get rid of taxes.
Yeah. Didn't Martha Stewart go to jail for insider trading?
Yes, she did.
For a long time.
Yes, she did.
Mhm.
You know, she was just a homemaker and,
Yeah.
and a private citizen trying to work.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like her insider trading was the same as political insider trading.
That's right. Boy, if we could get a hold of Nancy Pelosi's money that she's made off of insider trading.
And then these people
Mhm.
that are senators that are up there voting for things to benefit themselves and not the people of
people.
Mississippi. And then you look at it and you go, well, these people are Republican.
Mhm.
And we all know that everybody up there in Washington is Republican except for Benny Thompson from the state of Mississippi. Do we censor Benny Thompson? Do we say anything to Benny Thompson when Benny Thompson speaks of people that were murdered? I mean, people that were murdered. These National Guardsmen were murdered, and you call it an unfortunate accident. I mean,
Is
and
he a DEI hire too?
no, he's not. Well, he is a DEI hire, and it was because the state has fixed things to where they get Democratic money and they get Republican money, and they don't, and they try to fool us into believing that we don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
The state gets all this government aid and all this money comes in. And it's just like last night I was explaining to Fred Cerami. He says, "What's that?" I said, "You know, you qualify for at your age for a government phone." He goes, "What do you mean a government phone? The government gives out phones?" I go, "Yes. Everybody in the community, if you can't afford a phone and
Aren't
you
they
don't have a
called-
job, you can get a government phone."
Aren't they called Obama phones?
Obama phones, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call them. And then for instance, we have an employee there who has an Obama phone and he needs to reload minutes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I said, "So how many minutes they get?" And automatically the first of the month, he gets 500 minutes,
You're kidding.
500 minutes of the first of the month on a
Dang.
free phone. And we all know nothing's free. We, the taxpayer, are paying a free phone tax that you don't know that you pay for everybody
But
else
it's
to have
free.
a phone.
It's
Meanwhile,
free for him.
meanwhile, we all have $300 and $400 cell phone
Telephone,
bills.
That's right.
Where it seems like your 15-year-old or your 14-year-old or your 13-year-old at your house, if they have no income, they would qualify for that phone.
For an Obama phone.
So you'd cut off there if you would cut your kids' allowances low enough, then as an individual they could qualify for Obama phones. They probably could qualify for home health
Insurance.
care.
Yeah.
Everything else in the world. Let's go to the phone. YEB, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
All right.
All right. What's up?
Let me ask you a question. I just heard you say you knew somebody that got an Obama phone.
Yeah.
Was he an illegal alien?
No. He's just he is a Mississippian that basically doesn't have a job. He doesn't come to work. He'll work for me like 2 days a month. And I'll go, "Why?" But all the government aid he receives gets him to where he can do whatever he wants. He's got 100 kids. He got 100. He got 100 kids out there with 100 different women.
Okay. Is he a Christian?
Yeah,
Is he a Muslim?
he is a Christian.
Oh, he's a Christian. Was he born here in Mississippi?
Yes.
So
All right.
he's an American, right?
Right. He may have been hatched.
So, okay. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is it okay for the United States government sending billions of dollars to foreign people instead of giving it to the American people?
No, it's not right. It should
not
go
right.
to
Why-
us.
Why is it that us Christians put down other Christians because they can't afford different stuff that maybe they were unfortunate to have in their it's the gap where we American Christians need to start thinking about we the Christian Americans instead of all the other people around the world.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this
Yes.
question, since we're going to go there. Let's say this. Let's say if you're an American, forget the rest of the world and everybody else we give money to. Let's say you're an American and you're a Christian. As a Christian, you should be a person who tries to help others, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Why are we putting down people that can't afford different things
Hold
that
on.
other people can afford?
Hold on. In order, if you can't afford things for other people, why aren't you as a person trying to help yourself by helping others? Because the more you do to help others, it helps yourself, right? Sitting at home, not getting up and going to work or going next door and checking on people and doing some nice Christian things. If you do Christian things, the rewards come to you, don't they?
Okay, but you just said that he came over there and helped you twice a month or so.
Yeah. And then the
If
rest
he
of the
was
month he
just
stays,
dead.
and the rest of the month he stays drunk. And I do everything I can to help him. I will give him an 80-hour-a-week job, or a 40-hour-a-week. But I mean, I'll work you to death, and I will pay you well. But he doesn't show up to
Okay,
work.
but
He goes.
He's not out there killing people and drinking. He's drinking, right?
He's drinking, but
you're
he
a
ain't killing
Christian.
people. He's not.
Okay.
Well, he says he's
you're a Christian helping another American Christian.
Right.
That's great.
Right.
If we had more people like you doing that, maybe things would work better.
But
he's in a bad situation, and why, as a Christian, we make it worse on trying to put him down.
Well, let me ask you this.
You're trying to put him up. That's good. That's great.
But
maybe
listen,
yes, sir.
now catch this part of this. Okay, so when he comes to work is once his government aid that he's been given by us Christians and politicians and people in our state tax dollars, once he's exhausted that money for the month, that's when you see him to work. Once he's run out of minutes on his Obama phone, he comes to work. So if he didn't have the Obama phone, maybe he'd come to work more often. You can't
Maybe we
just keep giving people.
We need elected more people to office that would help improve that situation.
And see, and that's what the problem is. Where the problem lies is it's not bad to help others, but the ones that you're helping, if they don't help themselves, then you're not really helping them when you give them free this, free that.
I'll give y'all a prime example of this. So I know a family that has 3 children.
Okay.
And the mom and daddy are divorced, and the mother gets paid on 2 kids. She don't get paid on the 3rd kid, child support. Okay.
Right.
So these kids were telling me, I was asking them, I said, well, tell me about your day. They, your school day. So they say, well, I get up and I go to school and I get free breakfast.
Right.
And I go and I do my stuff, and comes lunchtime, I get a free lunch.
Right.
Then we go home and we eat at McDonald's or whatever. So the mother is gaining money on these 2 children, but the 3rd child, she's not getting child support on. So that kid has no value to that mother. That kid stays with the daddy all the time.
Okay.
Because it has no value. She's getting no money from this kid. All along, she's getting food stamps and everything else.
Okay. Are you there, caller, still?
Nope. Looks like they went away.
They went away. But that's what I'm getting at. There's nothing wrong with helping people. But people that get help need to start trying to help themselves along the way.
Right.
I mean, we can give all day long. But if you don't try to help yourself, you're not helping anybody with the situation. And it's the holiday season where we need to do what we can for everybody we can. But, and in America, we would go on mission trips. We go and help people. We go out, and the churches put these people together to do it. That's not the government paying for that.
Mm-mm.
That is people coming out of their pockets, and the church is raising money and doing it the right way. And we go out and spread the world and the Christian gospel around the world. But in America, you're saying, for instance, that we should give it to the people locally. Yes, we do. There are many people that do. And when the government got into the business of helping,
That's when people got lazy.
They got lazy and didn't want return on their investment.
Yep.
So that's that. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more
That's
on
when
the Chip
people got
Matthews
lazy.
Show on WYAB. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more on the Chip Matthews Show on
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Grizz Nation, your Memphis Grizzlies are back home on Tuesday, December 30th at 7 p.m. to take on an Eastern Conference foe in the Philadelphia 76ers. Get to FedEx Forum early to get your Memphis Grizzlies superhero lunchbox featuring Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. Visit grizzlies.com/tickets to secure your place today, or go to the FedEx Forum box office in Memphis.
This is Doug with Magnolia Safety Group. Imagine a workplace where every employee feels safe and empowered. At Magnolia Safety Group, we make that vision a reality. From OSHA compliance to customized training, hazard assessments, and safety audits, we deliver tailored solutions that protect your people and boost productivity. Don't just meet safety standards, exceed them. Partner with Magnolia Safety Group and build a safer future one workplace at a time. Call us today to get started or check out our website at magnoliasafetygroup.com.
Social Security belongs to you. You work hard and pay into it. So it's only fair for you to expect to get the money you've earned to help cover living expenses and bills, and not for politicians to use as a piggy bank. That's why AARP is fighting to protect your Social Security so you get what you've earned. Learn more at aarp.org/youearnedit. That's aarp.org/youearnedit. Paid for by AARP.
Hi, this is Mary Beth Hardy, owner of Flora Pharmacy. Flora Pharmacy is proud to be locally owned and operated. We believe in the power of community and personalized care. At Flora Pharmacy, we treat you like family. And for your convenience, we offer curbside service and prescription home delivery. Just pull up and we'll bring your prescriptions right to you. Can't make it to our store? Flora Pharmacy will drive it to your doorstep. Come see the best pharmacy in town today at Flora Pharmacy, where care meets convenience. Highway 49 in Flora.
If you're a parent or grandparent, you should know that even though Mississippi is ranked as the unhealthiest state in the country, we have the highest vaccination rate for our children and grandchildren. Many of us blindly trust the medical establishment, and now it's time to question vaccine safety. Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights is a grassroots organization working to educate the public and lawmakers about this important topic. Be informed. Go to mpvr.org. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest information. That's Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights, mpvr.org.
So when are you going to check that thing off your to-do list?
Right, that. I don't know. How about next week?
How about now?
Or I could do it later, right?
No more putting it off. Do it now so you don't forget. You want this and have for a while.
You're right. I want this.
You deserve this, and it can help you in the long run. There. I just logged on to homescc.edu. We're getting you registered right now.
Wait. Hold up. I thought you had to show up on site to register at Homes.
You can do either one. You know that career you talk about all the time? The life you dream about? It starts today. How does that famous quote go?
Don't. Please don't.
The secret to getting ahead is
getting started.
Spring classes start January 12th, and there's no classes on Fridays. Register at a campus near you Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 3:30, or right now at homecc.edu. And remember, your tuition could be free with a 20 on your ACT.
Holmes Community College.
no place like Homes.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
I am Chip Matthews, your hostess with the mostest. And of course, I'm looking online and I see Andy Devine, and he wants to open a Somalia daycare to help the needy.
That's what I was going to ask next. What would the Mississippi, our Mississippi situation be referred to as? We don't have Somalians.
We don't have Somalians. We have Democrats.
Okay.
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 Benny Thompson Democrats.
Yes.
A Benny Thompson Democrat is a person that just wants money. I'd say there's some good Democrats in the world.
There are.
Somewhere.
I love my
I don't know
Democratic
where.
friends.
I don't know where they are, but I mean.
I love everybody, just
And-
as long as you do good.
And then Helen Wilson McKenzie.
My mother.
My ex-step grandmother-in-law. Is that
Yep,
correct?
That's correct.
Grandmother-in-law.
That's who she is.
She says it's so good to see her beautiful granddaughter,
Daughter.
for daughter,
Yes.
on the radio here. But the problem I have with Helen,
What's
and
that?
I have a problem with this.
Yeah.
After all these years of being my
Step
grandmother
in-law.
in-law, she's never made me Christmas cookies
She's never made me Christmas cookies.
or any kind of cookies. You would think that.
Yeah.
Inviting me to eat some cornbread.
Hey,
Something.
she did invite you over for Thanksgiving, and you turned her down.
Well,
You only get one invite.
see, that's what's the problem. So I only get one invite. So all I got to do now is I can go to the government, and the government will give me free cornbread forever,
Yeah.
and a cell phone with 500 minutes on it and reloaded every month.
Can you imagine how much
Imagine
money?
everybody here, if you could cut your cell phone bill in half just because the government paid half of your phone bill a month.
But we all could do that if we wanted to be a communist country.
Right.
If we just continue not to vote and let them get away with what they do, then one day we'll all be living free on the government.
Oh, yeah. And Benny would be so happy.
Yeah, we would make Benny Thompson's day.
Yes, we
Thomas's. What? Then he could have
Thompson,
the
not
Thompson. Then he could have his Republic of Jackson.
No, Republic of New Africa.
Yes.
Republic
Yeah.
of New Africa.
Yeah.
And then of course he can also slam Republicans and talk about death and destruction and say, hey, preachers are just wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody's wrong to help other people.
Yeah.
It would be unfortunate if people got murdered and killed who defend this country.
An unfortunate accident.
An unfortunate accident. And then, of course,
was.
the people from Mississippi, the only statewide politician that said anything immediately following it was David McRae. I have more respect for him now than I ever did before as the state treasurer, just because of that.
Yeah. I know him personally. He's a really good guy. Comes
Very-
from a really good family.
Very good guy.
Mhm.
Very good guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. All gas and all gosser is
Coming up next.